We are the Gujarat Technological University. Since its inception over a decade ago, GTU has been empowering young and curating minds to realize their true potential. Over 4 lakh inspired students are enrolled with one of the premier academic universities in India. With more than 450 affiliated colleges in its fold operating across 5 zones of the state, GTU, the International Innovative University, your place to move forward.
Hello students, myself Professor Bansri Thakkar, Computer Engineering Department from AIT College, Ahmedabad. Today I am going to explain you the topic of computer organization architecture. The topic name is Introduction to Memory Hierarchy. Now, introduction to memory hierarchy. What is memory hierarchy? Memory address map of RAM and ROM. RAM is random access memory and ROM is read-only memory. Main memory is the central storage unit in a computer system. Primary memory, which holds only those data and instructions on which computer is currently working. It has limited capacity and data is lost when power is switched off. It is generally made up of semiconductor device. Now, the memories are not as fast as simple basic registers. The data and instruction required to be processed resides in a main memory. It is divided into 2 subcategories, that is RAM and ROM. Memory address map of RAM and ROM. The designer of a computer system must calculate the amount of memory required for the particular application, and it should assign the amount of memory which is required by an application to either RAM or ROM. The block diagram of the memory hierarchy is shown here. The auxiliary memory contains magnetic taps and magnetic disk, which are simply connected to the IO processor for the peripheral devices connection, and also that IO processor is connected to the main memory. Now, main memory is connected to the CPU for reading or writing, means two-way transmission of data and addresses. Also, main memory is connected to cache memory and CPU in a two-way. So basically, CPU, main memory and cache memory, all three of them are connected in a bidirectional data transmission mode. Now, the hierarchy is the magnetic tap, magnetic disk, main memory, cache memory, and registers. Now, the interconnection between the memory and the processor, that is IO processor, is then established from knowledge of the size of memory needed and the type of RAM and ROM chips available. The addressing of memory can be established by means of a table that specifies the memory address assigned to each chip. To demonstrate with a particular example, assume that a computer system needs a 512 bytes of random access memory and 512 bytes of read-only memory. The RAM and the ROM chips to be used are specified in figure 1 and figure 2. Now, the component column specifies whether a RAM or a ROM chip is used. The hexadecimal address column, which assigns a range of hexadecimal equivalent address for each chip. Main memory is shown as typical RAM chip, which has the select signals. There are two chip select signals CS1 and the CS2. CS2, which is the complement of CS1. There are two data transmission signals, that are read signal and write, which is shown as RD and WR respectively. There are 7-bit address signals, that is AD0 to AD7. Also, there are 8-bit data bus, whereas the RAM is 128 into 8-bit size of RAM. Now, the typical ROM chip is shown as there are two chip select signal, the same as the two chip select signal of the RAM. And also there are 9 address bit lines, which is AD0 to AD9. That is, it is 512 by 8 size of the ROM. Also here, the 8-bit data bus is used. Now, the address bus lines are listed in the third column, although there are 16 lines in the address bus. The table shows only 10 lines because the other 6 are not used in this example and are assumed to be 0. The small axis under the address bus lines designates those lines that must be connected to the address inputs in each chip. The RAM chip have 128 bytes and need 7 address lines. The ROM chip has 512 bytes and needs 9 address lines. The small X's are always assigned to the lower order bus lines, that is line 1 through 7 from RAM and line 1 through 9 for the ROM. Now we are going to understand what is associative memory. The associative memory is also known as content addressable memory, that is CAM. The time required to find an item stored in a memory can be reduced considerably if stored data can be identified for access by the content of the data itself rather than by an address. A memory unit accessed by content is called as an associative memory or content addressable memory, that is CAM. This type of memory is accessed simultaneously and in parallel on the basis of data content rather than by specific address or an location. The block diagram of an associative memory is shown as in figure. The first of all, the registers are known as argument register, signified by capital A in associative memory. The key register, which holds the status word or data, is known as the capital K. Also, the associative memory has its array and logics, M words and N bits per word. There are two types of signals, data transmission signals are that is read and write. There are two peripheral signals, that is input and output. Also, one specific register used in an associative memory, which is known as match register, that is capital M. You will see further that the match register is used to match the data bits of argument register with the key register. Now, the associative memory consists of a memory array and words with the n bits per word size. The argument register A and a key register K each have n bits, 1 bit or 1 for each bit of a word. The match register M has m number of bits, 1 for each memory word. Each word in the memory is compared in parallel with the content of the argument register. The words that match the bits of the argument register sets a corresponding bit in the match register. After the matching process of the bits, that is small n bits of the memory array or argument register with the capital small m bits of the match register. So after this matching process, those bits in the match register that have been set indicates the fact that their corresponding words have been matched. Reading is accomplished by a sequential access to memory for those words whose corresponding bits in the match register have been set. So when the match of the bits is performed, then the reading means the output of the data is shown. Hardware organization of associative memory is explained as the key register, which provides a mask for choosing a particular field or key in the argument word. The entire argument is compared with each memory word if the key register contains all ones. Otherwise, only those bits in the arguments that have the first in their corresponding position of the key register are compared. Thus, the key provides a mask or an identifying piece of an information which specify how the reference to memory is made. To illustrate with a numerical example, suppose that the argument register A and the key register K have the bit configuration shown below. Only the three leftmost bit of the A are compared with the memory words because K has ones in this position. Now, the A is argument register which have the data bits are 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0, 0. Now, the key register K has the data bits are 1, 1, 1, 0, 0, 0 and 0, 0, 0. Now, the comparison is done by argument register to find the match using word 1 and word 2, where the word 1 is shown as 100 111100, which comprises no match with the argument register, but the word 2 comprises the match with the argument register with the data bits 101 000 001. So first 3-bit positions of argument registers are matched with the word 2, that are the 101. So here the match is found, so reading can be made possible. Now, word 2 matches the unmasked argument field because the 3 leftmost bits of the argument and the words are equal. The relation between the memory array and the external register is in the associative memory is shown in the figure. The cells in the array are marked by the letter C with 2 subscripts. The first subscript gives the word number and the second specifies the bit position in the word, which can be shown in the figure. So thus the cell Cij is the cell for bit J in the word I. As you can see in the figure, the cell Cij is the cell C where bit J is in the words of the I. So C11 is the bit 1 in the word 1. The C12 is the bit 1 in the word number 2. So also a bit in AJ in the argument register is compared with all the bits in the column J of the array, provided that KJ is equal to 1. That is, AJ is the augmented register or argument register bits and KJ, that is 1 to n bits of key register, where the A register have the size of n bits, K registers have the size of n bits, but the match register have the size of 1 to m, which is shown by the side of the word. Now, if the match occurs between all those unmasked bits of the argument register and the bits in the word I, the corresponding bit capital MI, that is the matched bit in the match register, is set to 1. Now, the organization of the associative memory is shown in the figure. Internal organization also shows the cells of the Cij, that is using the AND NOT gate. Thank you, students.